I wanted to do another book haul for the month of July just because it is my birthday month and I have a feeling I'll be getting some books within the month. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I got. I did pre-buy some books for myself last month that I'm so excited for. These were books that I had my eye on for a really long time, and I thought I would just go ahead and bite the bullet and buy these books for my birthday. So I wanted to show you what I got right now. First book I got is The Night and the Moth. I am so beyond excited for this book. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. This is the Fairyloot edition of The Night and the Moth. I unfortunately did not have Fairyloot when they put this out. So Sybil Delling has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all, like the other foundling girls who traded a decade of service for a home in the great cathedral. Sybil is a diviner. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6 unearthly figures known as omens. From them, she can predict things before they occur. And lords and common folk alike travel across the kingdom of Trom's windswept moors to learn their futures by her dreams. Anyway, ever since this came out, I've been so in love with this edition of it, and I'm just so glad to have it on my shelf. Even the book without its dust jacket is just as stunning and beautiful, but I will keep it with its dust jacket on. I have another edition because I got the book when it first came out, and I got the sprayed edge that Barnes & Noble's put out, and I thought it was really pretty, so I just picked it up, and then I read the book and I loved the book. I'm just so glad to finally have my hands on the Fairyloot edition, especially because I know the second one is coming out, and I'm going to try my hardest to try to get it, the matching set of this series, but who knows, because I know everyone and their mother really wants to get it too. So the second bundle of books that I got on Pango. It was the Arcane Society box for, I'm not sure honestly which month. I think it came out last month, but I'll show you first the books, and it comes with like a little bit of goodies. They are book 1 and 2 in the Everflame series by Penn Cole. I got Spark of the Everflame and I got Glow of the Everflame, and they're just so beautiful. These 3 books are probably my top 3 books that I own that I think are just the most stunning. This is another series that I read last year, and I read all of them, 1, 2, and 3. I have other editions of them, and I really enjoyed it, although book 3 really made me mad at times. But I love the main male character in this story. Anyway, these are the Arcane Society, I think I mentioned, and they come with both of them signed and an alternative jacket, although this jacket, this main one that they presented, is going to be the main one that is in showcase. As end paper, it has a beautiful colored map. It's signed, hand signed by the author, and it's just beautiful. Like, I'm just so happy, and I can't wait to display them. Because I have these bookshelves, like floating shelves right here, that I got off of Amazon to display some of my books, but I want to get another pair so then I can just put them on this other wall, so then I can display more of my books, specifically these. So I think I'm just going to do this like a handheld style so my light can charge at the same time, because I really don't want to wait for it to charge. But I did want to show you the books that I got. So the first book that I got was Into the Blue by Emma Brodie. I don't know much about this book, but I've heard a lot of people saying that they love this book, and that it's just phenomenal. So I thought, okay, that sounds really good. I don't know nothing about it, but that sounds great. Right up my alley. Good book. Everyone loves it. So I picked it up. It says it's a love story, but other than that, I don't know anything about this. I don't think I've read an Emma Brodie book before. Let's see. Is this her debut novel? I'm not sure. I don't know too much about it. All I know is it's a good book, it's a love story, and people love it. I guess I'm just going to read that little last sentence in this book. It says, blending unforgettable characters, explosive chemistry, and profound yearning into the blue is a journey unlike any others, one that asks, what does it mean? What does it mean to diverge from the script to forge your own story? So that's that. I'm excited to read this. I think maybe I might just love it. The next book that I actually got today is the third book in the Crystal Bloom series. I actually really love these editions. I think they're really cute. I got the first and the second one. I haven't read the series yet, but I do know that these are ones that I just think are so pretty. This is what the third one looks like. So this is To Flame a Wild Flower. I just think they're so pretty, and I just wanted to get them before they completely go away. And then the end pages are so stunning. I think that's so cool for something that you're getting from the store, you know? So yeah, there's also like a little print in this that I didn't realize, and that just makes me so much more excited to read this. So yeah, also this is like compared, so like When the Moon Hatched that I'm reading right now, it's kind of this size and this big, but it's stiff. This one is really, it's not like super floppy, but it's floppy. And so I think this one's going to be way more enjoyable to read out of. So I did get in the mail the Page and Wick May box, which their theme was Call of the Forest. And I got the book A Dark Forgetting by Kristen Ciccarelli. I have never read anything from this author. I was really interested in the Crimson Moth series, but that's the only one I kind of heard of. And like I said, I haven't read anything from her, so quite interesting. I do like the cover. I think it's really pretty. I like the coloring, like the color palette of the book. Anything about it, but it is very pretty, and I am impressed with this one way more than the other two. I'll tell you a little bit about it. It says, no matter how far Emmeline Lark runs, the song of the forest reaches her, luring her away from her dreams of the stage and back to her small town and its superstitions. But every suspicion is rooted in truth, and when her grandfather goes missing, Emmeline will be forced to return to Edgewood in the forest beyond. There, even Hawthorne Fell, a brooding tithe collector, cannot dissuade her from her path, a path that will lead her into court of the fabled Wood King herself and onto a bargain with the deadliest price. How interesting. I can't wait. I think I'll like it. So yeah, those are the books that I got so far. I will let you know once I get my Fairyloot box and anything else. I was hoping that I would get my Broken Money, my Internal Embers, Biting 13 books, but I don't know if I'll get that this month or if I'll get that next month, so I guess we'll just see. Hey guys, I look a little rough right now just because I've been chilling at home, and I got 2 packages, and I've been really bad at opening them when not on video, so I thought since I have them right now, before tearing into them, I just show you what's in them. So I'm really excited for these. One is from Book of the Month. This is technically my last. I canceled my subscription with them just because, I don't know, I'm kind of debating keeping them. I am more into the Allure one, which I think is owned by Book of the Month. But I had a credit left, so I got a couple of books with them since I could. So this was like my birthday gift, I think, was a little tote bag. This is Book People. This is a good sized tote bag too. I actually really like this. And it comes with a little bookmark. And it says the mark of a true best friend. So, because I officially became BFF status, and then I canceled it because I don't know why. I don't know. I might continue with them. I might not. I'm still like thinking about it. I'm gonna see what their books are for next month. I can always skip it if I really want to, but I don't know. 2 books that I got that I was interested in. One was The Children by Melissa Albert. This one seemed really interesting to me. She also wrote The Bad Ones and Our Crooked Hearts. I don't think I've heard of those, but this is her first adult novel. So I guess we'll see. It sounded really interesting to me, so I thought I would pick it up. And then the second book I got was Summer's Never Over by Darby Bozeman. I believe this is a thriller. I also don't read like a lot of thrillers. I do like reading them, but they just always kind of I don't want to read a lot of them and then I start predicting things because I already do that already. So but this one says, someone knows the truth about that summer. 5 years ago, Garrett Olson left her family's summer camp in the secluded mountain of Georgia. After an idyllic season has turned into a nightmare, it ended with a friend and a fellow counselor dead. Losing vibrant and charismatic, Steph shattered everything and Garrett vowed she'd never return. Interesting. Sounds fun. I think this has like friendship kind of feelings in it, like a friend group. I do like books that like to show friend groups. I've never read anything by this author, but it's really interesting because she did grow up in Georgia, which I'm in Georgia. She grew up in Portland, Oregon, where I live. She went to school in Georgia, where I am, and she lives now in Knoxville, where I used to live very close to. So very, very small world. Anyway, these 2 books I'm excited for. See what they say. Now, the most exciting of the bunch is the Bookish box. They had a members only sale. I just recently got onto their subscription list, so I haven't received any of their like book boxes yet, but I was able to get into the members only sale, and I was really interested in one book in specific that they printed a while ago, and I was able to get that, but I also got 2 other ones and some other things. It gives me a little information about the Bookish box, which is really interesting, and then their members day sale sticker, which is cute. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I ordered a sticker. This one says love at first bite. I just thought that was really cute. I want to put this on my laptop maybe, but I do really like the sticker. And then I got a air freshener that looks like this that I also thought was cute. This is in Lucky Blooms, Musk, Mallows, Sage, and Sea Salt. I mean, it smells clean, but I really like the design of the air freshener, so I thought I'd hang that up in my car. Now for the books. 2 go together. I'm gonna think these 2 go together. So this is the one that I went to, why I made the order to begin with. This is Metal Slnger by Rachel Schneider. I am so excited for this book. I haven't read it yet, but I thought this copy was really cute and I just wanted to get it. It's very different than everything I've seen. I believe this book is like a pirate's fantasy type of story. And I do love all the color that is going on, but I think I'm gonna prefer the dust jacket to this, or sorry, the alternative dust jacket. Here are the sides, which I think are so cool. And it continues on the top and on the bottom. The alternative dust jacket, for sure, I'm switching it, is this. I think that's so cool. I think that's so pretty. And I do like this one, but I like this one more. I had to change it, but it looks like that, and I think that is gorgeous. So I can't wait to actually read the book, and hopefully I do really love it, or else maybe I might not keep this book, or maybe I will keep it just because it is so pretty. Scene. And here's the spine, and then the back, which is really cool. When it comes with a mini little sticker, I think that's pretty cool. And then here's the end pages, which are really pretty too. Wow. I don't know if this is in the original book, but on the chapters, it has little images. This is hand signed by the author. Next are book 1 and 2 in a series. They were so stunning, and I just had to get that, to be honest. I don't know anything about them, but I go to most of my books like that. So yeah, I believe this one is book 1. So this is Helfyre. Again, I know nothing about the book, but it is gorgeous. So the end page, or the edges. Oh, so this one has like a hand, and this side says she'd burn with him and she'd enjoy it. Here is the alternative. This is another reason why I've been really liking the Bookish box and what they're putting out, because not only do they have a dust jacket, they always do a second image that isn't like, they also foil it. As you can see, there's like foiling, and I think this is also very beautiful as well. So I like that they put extra love in it. The back says, "Death's flower doesn't belong to the outside world, it belongs to me." And then this is the cover, the hardback. And the back says, "Don't believe the truths told to you by the light, the brightness you are used to cast the most virtuous of shadows." How cute. Here is one end paper. Not like in love with the ends, but oh, this one's pretty. This one comes with nothing like extra, but it does come with a hand signed letter. Not sure if this is in the original book, but, and I guess this is kind of what like the chapter headers kind of look like. Not sure if that's in the original books, but I do find that really interesting. Now, what is this about? I will tell you, because I have no idea. It says, 2 immortal creatures, one dangerous bargain. After the death of her mother, Aisha finds herself stained by more blood than she can hide in the perpetual daylight of their home of Kello-Seros. She escapes the realm, but pays the price, giving up her immortality and her powers. Once a Mithra with light at her fingertips, she becomes near mortal. Her desperate search for asylum leads her to the doorstep of the only place out of her abusive family's reach, a realm that deals in death and darkness unapologetically. Elijah. Want to know more? You can always look it up if you're really interested, but I think this cover is so beautiful. And then I got the second one, because the second one I think is my favorite cover out of this. Is Honey, the second book. I think that is just so gorgeous. I love the design on this. I'm definitely going to be displaying it. Here's the top. similar to the other ones. The bottom says, I prefer you violent. The undercover is also beautiful, and it matches the other one. This one in the back says, death wasn't the violence, it was what came after the blood, after the screams, after the fucking pain. And then here is the book. Super pretty, so different, I feel like. And then the end pages. Oh, that one's a little more spicy. Now, I don't know if there's more, if this is the finale, if it's just a duo. This one's also hand signed, which is awesome. I think these are really fucking gorgeous. Like, I'm so excited. I can't wait to actually read the book and see what it's all about. I love, because when I read the book, I don't keep, especially if I'm reading it out of any book I read that's hardback and it has a dust jacket, I'm not reading the dust jacket on. I am reading it with just the hardback, and I love that the hardback is also gorgeous. And I love that these match very well. I think these are going to be so pretty on my shelves. And these books are such good quality. One thing I did notice is my first book came with a little sticker, and these ones did not come with a sticker. I am so excited for these books. I think they are so beautiful, and I'm excited to see what their book boxes look like from them, because they are really impressive. And I think this is not UK. I think these are US based company from Arizona, if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but yes, they are a woman-owned small business from Chandler, Arizona, and they kind of curate from artists and authors and publishers, and they try to be high quality. And it looks like they donate a lot of money to organizations like Black Trans Nation, the Bell Project, Rainbow Railroad, ACLU, and Trans Lifeline, which is really awesome. See their other book boxes and see what they send. I think I should be getting it soon too, so I guess you'll see that hopefully in my next clip. But yeah, all right, I will keep you updated on anything else that comes in, guys. So today is my birthday, and I did go book shopping a little bit, and I just am so excited. I want to put them on my bookshelves, and I wanted to share to you what I did get. So yeah, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I picked up one book. I got Kissed by the Gods by Kathy Grogan. I'm really excited for this one. I've heard some good things about it. Again, I'm not too sure what it's about, but I think it's one of my book club picks that I'm a part of on Fable for next month. And so I wanted to pick up the physical book. I also do like the foiling on this, and I do like the edges. I think it's really cool. And this is the book. It has really cool foiling. The only thing I'm not a big fan of, I'm not gonna lie, is the dust cover, or the hardback. This is what it looks like. I don't know, it just looks weird to me. It just looks a little odd, but I do like the vibes. This is kind of what the spine looks like, and then the so I guess it makes one full picture, which is really cool. And then it even has some end pages, 2 different types. I do like the idea that instead of like dragons, because I love dragons, don't get me wrong, I love dragons, but I like that it's Pegasus. I feel like I don't personally read a lot about Pegasus, so I'm excited to read this, but I picked up this from Barnes & Nobles, and then I went to Half Price Books. I only got 4 books, but 2 were special editions, and 1, I'm excited for both special editions, but one of them I was so excited. Unbound by Peyton Corney. I have not read this author, but I did hear a lot of hype about this book. I think it's kind of along the realms of, sorry, hair is getting in my mouth. I think it has the same vibes as Binding 13, where it's not just like a romance story. There's some quality to it. And so, yeah, I'm kind of excited for this. I don't know too much about this either. Oh, I should tell you what the first book is about. I'm so sorry. Kiss by the Gods. It says, Lainey has spent a lifetime submitting, starving amid wheat fields reserved for the king, standing by while his men crush her loved ones. When soldiers come for her brother, her divine fury erupts in a bloody massacre. She expects to be executed for her crimes. Her people have met bloody ends for far, far less. Instead, Riot, a God's blessed warrior born to privilege, delivers her to a military fortress renowned for its brutality. There's a gift from a goddess. A gift from the goddess drags Lena into a realm of war where her survival depends on her ability to ride a winged horse. Interesting. Now, for Unbound. I also like this cover a lot. I'm not one for these types of like illustrated covers on a lot of the romance books. Sometimes I do find it a little tacky, but this one, I am pretty drawn to the cover. I do think it's really cute. I think it's like the colors too. So yeah, I think this is it's a romance. I'm not exactly sure what the tropes are, but I think that she has trauma, he has some trauma, they're dealing with their trauma, and they're loving each other. That's the gist. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What I got was the, this is a special edition, a special binding of Red Seas Under Red Skies. This is the second book in the Gentleman Bastard sequence. There are 3 in the series. I have the first one in this cover, and for me to see, I haven't gotten book 2 or 3 because I haven't read the first book yet, but I was planning on getting the same cover for book 2 and 3 once I read the first one. But I saw that they had this one in there, and I was like, well, it's here, I'm gonna get it. And I really enjoy these covers. This is from Golance, I believe. They are a UK company. These are made in the UK. I know that much because that's where I had to get my book. But I also have the Final Empire, and I'm trying to get the Final Empire in those editions as well. My Final Empire one. Next are my special editions. These 2 I'm so excited for. One, I'm like, can't believe it was on the shelf. So the first one is Mistress of Lies by K.M. Enright. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about this book as well. I don't know anything about any of the books. Let's just get that started. But I was drawn to the naked hardback of this, and I was like, that's beautiful. I want that book. I would love to read it. It looks interesting enough. The cover, the vibe, up my alley. This is the Lumicrate edition. I do think the like cover of this is really pretty. It does have a couple of dings on the top. It's even affected like the hardback, but not enough to make me like not want it. So I do think it's very pretty. I love the sprayed edge. I think the sprayed edge is so cool. There's so much detail on this. I love it. But the hardback is stunning. I love this hardback. I don't know what about it, but this whole vibe is like, I eat it up, and it made me really intrigued for the book. So yes, when I display this, it's going to be naked back. This will be put somewhere, but Yeah, and then it does have like end papers, which seem so interesting. I think it has like a bonus content, and for this one, it's digitally signed. But I am excited. This might be a YA, but I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. This is some sort of fantasy. I'll read this little blurb. It says, Mistress of Lies is a darkly seductive romantasy debut with a villainous, bloodthirsty heroine who finds herself plunged into the dangerous world of power, politics, and murder in the court of Eternal King. Wow. If that does not sound like every other book, but I eat that stuff up. Politics, fantasy, love. That's all I need. So I'm excited for this one. Now this one. They had a ton of books that they were running up, like a ton that they were just like going through so they can like price them out. And they had a couple of special editions. This one caught my eye. The second book was, I'm sorry for the lighting, Half City, by the Fairyloot Half City. I was like, if I didn't buy this book already, I would have immediately grabbed that. That would have been like top 5 find. But I was able to find this one, and they didn't even put a price tag on it yet. And I was like, can you please price it? I want that book now, please. I love this special edition. I think this special edition is also, it's one of my top 5 special editions. I just think it's so gorgeous, so simple, but like really packs the punch. This is Wavenshaw by Hiba Al-Wasti. I think this is like a gothic romantasy, I believe. So stunning. Here are the end pages. It does have a reversible attached to it, but it is just like another color scheme of the original. Now, I don't know if this is YA. I think it is YA, if I'm not wrong. Oh, I can show you right here. Oh, no, it's adult fantasy. They kept the little, like, blurb about it on here. But this is the hardcover. This hardcover is also stunning. Beautiful. I am just so excited I found this. I have a list of all my special edition books that I would like to have one day. And I just keep track because, I mean, with all these special editions, it's hard to keep track. But this was on it for a really long time. Well, since February, since it came out. And I just love it. I also love the end papers. I love that it's black and white and it has these like gold flecks in it. The back as well. I'm just so excited. Like, I'm so excited to have this. I'm so happy that I got it. I believe this one is hand signed by the author. And yeah, I'm so happy to have this. This was like, definitely, I've only been to this half price books twice now. It's not that close to me, so I can't go as often, but both times I have found good things. And so this was like mega awesome. For them to have that Half City was crazy too, because I paid resale value on this, and I'm not sure how much they would have sold it, but I'm sure it wouldn't have been as much as I paid for that. And that would have been a find in itself. Those are the books that I got for my birthday. Oh, I also got some Jellycats that I'm so excited to put in my room. So I'll show you. First one is this sun. I've been seeing these. I really want the huge one, God, that would be so fun. But I got the little one, especially because this one sits, so you can put it kind of on your bookshelf, and he hangs off. I think that's so cute. The second one is part of their newer collection, and I just thought this guy's so cute. He's a little fisher. I don't know what his name is. Bartholomew Bear Seafarer. He's so cute. I just couldn't. He was just so cute, and I want to put him with my other little Jellycats. So I got him. It makes me really happy. So yeah, we are gonna go enjoy the rest of my birthday, and then I will, I guess, inform you if I get anything else. I know my Fairyloot's on the way. Who knows when I'll get it. Okay, hey guys, so I got my Fairyloot box like last week, and I forgot to film it, but I thought I would show you the books that I got, and this would be the last haul for this year, or sorry, for this month. So yeah. So let me just get into it. So I get the YA Adult and Romantasy box from Fairyloot. The first book I got was Shadow Reaper by Lynette Noni. This is the YA fantasy box that they have. I was actually really interested in this book. It looked pretty good. And I do like YA fantasy. I haven't read it in a while just because I've been so on a like romantasy kick, but I do want to get back into it, and this was a new release that I was interested in. I do like the cover. I think it is really pretty, although I feel like Fairyloot's been really on a like blue kick. Like they've been really doing just blue. They have the reverse dust jacket, which is the original cover, just in a different colorway. Oh, Ari wants to say hi. And this is the naked book. I think the naked book looks fine, although they do this thing with the naked books, if they don't know what to do with it, it's just to make like this kind of scene. And like I said, it's okay, but I wish they would do more. I don't know. Here are the end papers, which are really pretty, and this one is hand signed by the author, which is really cool. Like I said, this is a YA book. This says, it's in a city consumed by a deadly mist. A Reaper hunter finally gets a chance at revenge when she captures her enemy's right-hand man, but trusting him could cost her more than she bargained for. So it sounds really interesting. I am excited to have this on my shelf, although I'm running out of room real quick. I have no idea where I'm going to put these 3 books. The next one I have here is the Romantasy, I believe. Yeah, the Romantasy, and this is The Assassin's Way by J.M. Curl. I do know there's some controversy based on this book. I'm not too sure. I think maybe it has to do with, I don't know, something about the author. I'm not too familiar with what's going on, at least in the drama world of books. But I do like this cover. This was another one that I was pretty interested. Actually, the books that I got this month, I was all had kind of like a high alert on. So I am excited to have gotten them. The sprayed edges are really cool. Do have a reverse jacket with the original art inside. And then this is the cover. I do think this is really cool. I like it without the dust jacket. And then this one is, oh, the end papers. I love when they incorporate the foiling in the end papers as well. And this one is, I believe, digitally signed. So this is really cool. This also has exponus content in it, and I believe the Shadows has Shadow Reaper also has bonus content in it. This one is about Acaene discovers she holds a rare power that pulls her into a secretive world of assassins where survival is uncertain and the most dangerous threat may be the bond she forms with her ruthless trainer. Sounds interesting. I don't know why, but I've also been on a girl assassins kick with my reading. So maybe I just think I need to slow down because I've been in one genre for a while and they are slowly getting mixed up. So it might be a minute before I read this just because I have been reading a lot of books about assassins. But yeah. The last book I think is so cute. This is The Unicorn Hunters by Catherine Arden. I think that they really did something different with these compared to the other books. I love that it looks kind of like it almost reminds me of Brave, like this like Irish sort of story book deal. I even love this spine. I think that's so cute. And then here are the end pages. Again, the reverse jacket with the original cover. And then I actually prefer this without the cover, even though the cover is really pretty, because this just gives like old fairy tale vibes. And I really love it. It's really cute. And I love the end papers as well. This one also has a digital signature. But the digital signature is like right there. So does that really count? Like it's saying an author leather bound into a book with a digital signature. If I'm being honest, I feel like a digital signature has no weight to it. Like, yeah, they put the signature, but if they're not signing it, like, don't even mention it. It's not really that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Anyway. This one is about when the fate of her people and her throne hang in the balance, an orphan duchess must face a perilous journey into the realm of myths and legends to discover a hidden power that can either save her or destroy her. So, yeah, this one I was really excited for as a new release. So I'm really glad to have got it. I love that they're doing something different. Something I've noticed throughout the boxes, not that like I don't like the other books that I get, but it does seem like they put a lot more effort into their adult fantasy books with being different compared to their like other ones. I wouldn't say these aren't different because they are different ways of redesigning it, but it's almost like this got, like if you compare them, you look at them and you go, which one do you think they put a lot more detail into? This one. And it's been the case with the other ones, especially because like even without the I'm gonna end up ruining my books. Without the dust jacket, it also seems like if we compare this without the dust jacket compared to these, this one has a lot more detail. So, and then especially with the YA, I sometimes feel like they go like they're like they don't put too much thought into it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I do love Fairyloot. It's one of my favorite subscription boxes and I will continuously get them. But sometimes I do wish they put a little more effort into the other ones compared to when they put into the adult books, because I feel like the adult ones are just way more. Do you know what? I take that back. Maybe it's just this month and these two I'm just underwhelmed with compared to this one. But I will say I have two other Fairyloots. I take back what I said, because now that I'm looking at it, this one was a romantasy and I got the Wicked Sea, and I think this is gorgeous. I think the cover's gorgeous, the inside's gorgeous, but they also did kind of like the scene on the cover, which I don't mind it. For this one, I think it works well because of the coloring, the color palette. I think it's just so pretty. But the cover I do love, and the sprayed edges. With this one, the last seer, Starborn Seer, this was, oh, this is just an adult. This doesn't count. But this one is her Hidden Fire, and this was a young adult. And I do think this one's stunning. Even the sprayed edges are stunning at the back. But again, they did do the like scene on this. Again, I think this one is a little more, does it a little more justice compared to the Shadow Reaper. I wasn't a big fan of the underneath, but this is definitely a lot better. So maybe it just depends on what they're doing or the color palette. I don't know. So I do take back what I said. They do some beautiful books in the other categories. They do put an effort in the other categories, I would say. But yeah, anyway, my dogs are playing, so I'm so sorry, but those are the last books that I'm getting in July. I don't know if I'm gonna do like another like what book haul video like this for the month of July. Again, I'm so sorry for my dogs. I guess I just we'll just have to see. I might just do like, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But I hope you enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed seeing the books that I did get this month. This month I was very blessed to be able to get a lot more books than usual. And especially books that I've been really wanting for a while. So yeah, I hope you like this video and you have a great day.